Hey guys, today I thought I would do a Will I Buy It video. A big thank you to Samantha March for starting these kinds of videos. And I have accumulated quite a few screenshots from some of my favorite Instagram feeds that I like to follow for new releases. So I will mention them as I come to them. I will also list down below in my description box the Instagram feeds that I'm referencing. And I'll also have what is on my face down below in the description box if you are interested. I do have the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette on my eyes. That Eleganza shade, that's what I have like on my outer corners. So beautiful. Anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and jump into some interesting new releases. The first new release I wanted to talk about is one from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I am so excited for this. So she's coming out with a golden version of her Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer, and I could not be more excited. I don't really know how tinted this is. It is a priming moisturizer, so I'm assuming it's not gonna be that tinted, but I do think it's gonna have a little extra something versus the original, which is actually what I have on my face today, versus the original, which is really just kind of a clear lotion with just the slightest hint of like a golden sheen. This looks like there's gonna be just a little bit more deepness there, and I am so excited. I think this is like absolutely perfect release for the summertime. It's gonna be great. This, I think, is just gonna be a great enhancer to any kind of like tan that you have on, and I am so excited. So I don't think this is available just yet, and I don't really have an exact date. It just says coming soon on the Victoria Beckham Instagram feed. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll see this, and I'm definitely going to be picking this up. So I will be doing a review of this for sure. I'm anticipating loving it as much as I love the original, and I'm also anticipating that the pricing is going to be the same as the original. I don't know why it would be either more or less, unless she raises the prices for both of them. But I am very excited for this. And then Glossier is actually coming out with a new primer as well. So they have their priming moisturizer. I think it comes in like a tube, and it's like this like light moisturizer. It's actually very nice. So they've come out with a version that is more of a gel cream, and I think it's geared more towards oilier skin types. So it's to hydrate but minimize the appearance of pores. It's going to have a matte finish with a subtle hint of glow. It's going to be $25, and I think it's still coming soon. I don't think I've seen it on the Glossier website yet. So there's apple fruit extract in here for hydration. There's marina extract that helps banish shine. There's niacinamide, which improves the look of pores, gives a filtered effect, and then willow bark extract for a velvet smooth finish. It's fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. Another great release for the summertime. I do feel like even if you don't generally have oily skin, in the warmer months your skin can behave a little bit more oily. I think I'm going to pass on this because, as you guys know, I have very dry skin, so I don't think I need a primer that's going to give me like a matte finish or anything like that. So that is the new primer from Glossier. Again, I don't have like a release date, just says coming soon online. And then next we've got some more exciting releases from Charlotte Tilbury. So she has come out with 3 new Matte Revolution Love Filter lipsticks. And by the names of these shades, I'm guessing this is for like the wedding season, which is kind of upon us. So there's a nude pink, which is called Wedding Bells. There's a golden peachy pink, which is called Mrs. Kisses. And a blushed berry rose, which is the deepest shade all the way on the right in the picture, called First Dance. So each lipstick is $34. And then as usual on the Charlotte Tilbury site, she always has like these bundles. So I think you can get a lipstick and a lip pencil for $53. And then they have a kit, which includes a lipstick, a lip pencil, mascara, and a blush for $122. So I have to admit, these shades look very appealing to me. I love the little lips imprint that's around the bullets of these lipsticks. They just look so pretty, and I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I just don't personally wear matte lipsticks that much. Her matte lipsticks feel great. I think they're one of the better matte formulas out there. They don't feel that drying on the lips, but I know when I like open up my lipstick drawer, I just don't reach for any sort of like matte finish lipsticks in general, and I already have plenty of matte finish lipsticks. So I'm gonna pass on these, as painful as that is. I'm gonna pass on these lipsticks. You guys know what a huge fan I am of Charlotte Tilbury's, but I'm gonna pass on these. And then Dior just came out with 2 new, they call them highlighters. They're kind of like these highlighter corrector powders, they're calling them. But it's like an expansion to their Color Game Summer 2020 collection. And I did a review thinking that's all they were releasing, which was the bronzer, 2 blushes, and the eye quint. So I had no idea that these were coming out, and I actually posted these to Instagram to let you guys know that it was available, and many of you thanked me. So if you are interested in new releases, definitely follow me on Instagram. I like to post like new releases on Instagram stories because I know how quickly things sell out. So anyway, follow me there if you're interested. But I went onto the Dior site. So they have a picture of these 2 colors, this pink and this corally orange color. And the pink one was the only one that was available. So I'm not sure if the orange one is going to be coming out soon or if it was already sold out. It just didn't even look like it was available. Like there was no drop down for that shade. It was just for the pink color. So when I saw pictures of this, I thought they were doing another blush because the center of these pans looks like it's so pigmented, but the outer ring looks like a highlighter. I'm very curious about these. I've been really happy with this Color Games collection, so I do want to pick these up. I should in fact actually go ahead and just purchase the pink one. I was waiting for the orange one to come in so I could just order both at the same time. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm afraid that it may sell out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just order the pink one if it's still there, and then just order the orange one when it pops up. But those seem to only be available on the Dior site at the moment. I haven't seen this or many of the Color Games items actually pop up on other retailers. I've seen the quints, the eyeshadow quints, pop up, I think, on Selfridges and Harrods, but I haven't seen them actually pop up on any retailers here in the US. But I really like this Color Games collection from Dior, and I haven't always been the biggest fan of Dior collections. Usually like the quint color stories don't always speak to me, and then when that doesn't speak to me, I feel like I don't even kind of look further into the collection. So personally, I'm really excited for more of these Color Games collection pieces. And then on Chic Profile Official, this is an Instagram feed that I love to follow. Tavia is wonderful. She really posts like a lot of new releases of luxury products. So she posted on here a new iconic eye and lip set from Tom Ford. So the eyeshadow quad in here is the Burnished Amber Eye Color Quad. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 99% sure that Burnished Amber is a quad from like many years ago. Like this is one of the older quads that I think maybe they're re-releasing, which is so exciting because I really like this color story. It has like wine burgundy colors and then there's like 2 neutral colors in there. Really pretty. So when this does release, I really want to pick this up. I don't necessarily want the 2 lipsticks that come in this case. I'm hoping maybe this eye quad will come out all on its own. But if it doesn't, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up this set anyway, just to get the eye color quad. So it's definitely coming to the US. I don't know what the launch date is. And I feel like even if I did know what the launch date is, it changes all the time. So hopefully it's coming soon, but I'm very excited for that. Tom Ford apparently is also coming out with 2 other quads, one called the Meteoric Quad and one called the Visionaire Quad. So they're launching in August in Japan, and then hopefully they'll be released in the UK and the US. But when I look at these quads, the one on the right looks like Golden Mink, and the one on the left looks like Disco Dust. I don't know that I need to pick these up. These just look very familiar to me of quads that we have just seen from Tom Ford, like ones that aren't that old. So I'm not that excited for these. I may pick them up if you guys want me to review them. If I hear a lot of buzz or if I get tagged a lot and a lot of requests to review these, I will, but I'm not personally that excited for these. Like I said, these just look very familiar to me. And then Guerlain is coming out with an essential palette, which apparently is going to be launching the beginning of August. It looks like it has 2 cheek products and then 8 eyeshadows. This layout is the same layout as one of their holiday palettes that I have from, I think 2 holidays ago. It had like a green and a very deep red wine colored shadow in there. It was actually a really beautiful palette, and that's where I fell in love with Guerlain highlighters. The 2 face products were these very high shine highlights, and I was like really blown away. They were just really high shine. I was expecting something a little bit more subtle. So anyway, I really enjoyed that palette. So I'm very tempted by this particular palette. I love the shades of the eyeshadows on the top row. I know, very boring, but they do look very wearable, neutral, every day. It looks like I'd get a lot of use out of those. And then the bottom row has these like really exciting bright colors on the bottom, the pink, the orange, and the red. And those look like a lot of fun if you just want to add it to a neutral look just to kind of make your look a little bit more colorful. I think it looks really nice. So I would be interested in taking like a closer look at this palette to kind of see, especially like what's going on with those two cheek products. Are they highlights? Are they powders? Are they blushes? I'm not really sure. So I would like to pick this up, but I do want like kind of like closer inspection before I make a final decision. So it looks like we're getting a sneak peek at some new Suqqu products. I think this is meant to be released for fall. So I think this is their fall 2020 collection, but they don't do, they being Suqqu, they don't really do face palettes very often, or like larger palettes like the one that we see in this picture with the 6 pans. So I am very curious for this. I wonder if it's like meant to be 6 eyeshadows or if it is meant to be like 6 face products. I'd be interested in picking that up. And then it looks like they're coming out with 5 new single shadows. I wonder if these are the like tone up eyeshadows, I think they're called. I have one and I really enjoy it. So I wouldn't mind maybe getting one of the top shades there, like the burgundy color or that light, really cool toned pink shade. That looks really interesting. And then it looks like they have some new like sheer lipstick shades. And then it looks like they have some cream stick products, which look very appealing to me. I think those look like 2 highlighters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those look like 2 highlighters that I would definitely like to try out from Suqqu. And then they also have some nail polishes, and I don't know if it's like a lip gloss or maybe like a liquid lipstick. I don't know what that is. I'll probably pass on all of those, but I would like to get that larger palette, maybe one of the single eyeshadows and a highlighter stick. I think that's what I would like to pick up. It's always tough with Suqqu because they make their products in such like small limited quantities that by the time I feel like I'm even on the site to order them, most of it has sold out already. So I will attempt to pick up these products, but I don't know how successful I'll be. And again, this is their fall 2020 collection, so I really don't know how quickly they'll appear on the Selfridges site. And Selfridges is generally where I go to take a look at and attempt to purchase Suqqu products. So we'll see, but probably I'm thinking like August is when they'll pop up, is my thought. And then jumping back to Dior, so I mentioned these new Dior quints in a Will I Buy It? I don't know if it was my last one or the one before, but I didn't have that much information on them. I just kind of had a picture from Instagram on these quads, and it looks like there's going to be 12 new eyeshadow quints from Dior, and they're going to be launching in Japan first, and we will be getting them afterwards. Again, don't really have a date, but it is confirmed that these are a new formulation, which I'm really excited for. They looked to be like a new formulation, so I was pretty sure that's what we should expect. But it looks like with these new quints, they're also going to be coming out with new colored mascara. I feel like I see a royal blue, a black, of course, a brown, and maybe like a metallic gray or something. I'm not sure. I don't have details on that. And then it also looks like they're coming out with, are these eyeliners or eyeshadow sticks? I think they're eyeliners, maybe like a chubby eyeliner stick for like a smoky eye. And it looks like they have either a brush or a sponge tip on the other end so that you can kind of like smudge in this eye product. That is exciting. I'm really, really excited for these quints. Every time I take a look at this picture, there's like another one that I think, oh, I need to pick that up. I mean, I'm already up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's already 6 of them that I feel like I need to have. So hopefully they'll come to the US soon. Maybe it's like a fall launch and we'll see it in August. Fingers crossed. And then there's a new release from a brand that I have been really, really interested in trying. I just haven't bitten the bullet. There's so much makeup to try. But this is a clean beauty brand. I believe it's pronounced Rituel de Fille. And they are coming out with a new Color Nectar Pigment Balm. They're dewy, translucent, moisturizing, blendable, ambrosial formulas with an irresistible jelly texture and finish. Vibrant shades inspired by sweet flowers in bloom. They're going to be $24 each. There is 5 shades. They're cruelty-free. Like I said, I believe they're a clean beauty brand. And 100% of profits from this limited edition advanced release will be donated to Black Lives Matter, the ACLU Foundation, and the LGBTQ Freedom Fund. That is awesome. But this company seems to come out with really kind of interesting, innovative products, and they always have like interesting shades in there. Like that yellow shade is very interesting to me. It's not something I think you would normally see in either a lip or cheek balm. So I think that looks really cool. And I think this release could be kind of like my foray into this brand, or I may just end up picking a whole bunch of stuff from this line and just kind of doing a full face. So if you guys have used this line, and I know many of you have because you've recommended them to me, just let me know where I should start. Like, what are some of your favorite products from this line? And I will be happy to try them out. But it would be nice to kind of get a starting point. It's always kind of tough to figure out where to start with a brand new line. And then Wayne Goss is coming out with 3 new brushes. I just like stopped and stared at this picture. When I saw it pop up on Instagram, I was like mesmerized. These look so incredible. I cannot wait. So there's 3 different brushes. I think they're going to be sold in a set. Let's see, June 16th, which I believe is tomorrow, at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And yes, so the 3 brushes are going to go for $175. These just look absolutely stunning. So there's no ferrule. It's just like all wood. Oh wow, I'm reading the trend mood caption and it says the softest real hair silk. Are these silk? I need to actually watch Wayne Goss's video on this. I need to catch up on all of my YouTube, but I am so intrigued. The brush sizes look perfect. Like the biggest one looks great for powder, the middle one looks great for highlight, and the smallest one looks great as like an eye blender. Oof. I'm so excited for these. These are gonna sell out really quickly, so I'm gonna be on that site at 10 a.m. sharp Pacific time. And I just love that they look like calligraphy brushes. They're just, oh, they're so beautiful. And then there are 2 Natasha Denona releases that I wanted to talk about, but I think one picture was a leaked picture. It was of like a mini 5-pan palette and it had like this very like cool tone, black to white kind of color story. And I think that was a leaked photo, and I think she's asked all the Instagram feeds to take those pictures down because I haven't been able to find it again. And when I first saw it, I thought, gosh, this timing is really off. But now knowing that it's a leaked picture and it's probably coming out much further in the year, that makes a lot more sense because I thought, wow, this would be perfect for like fall Halloween time, but not now. And then apparently there was another leaked photo of a 15-pan palette, probably one that's the same size as her Sunrise palette. And that apparently also was not supposed to be announced yet or anything. It like popped up on her website and it wasn't supposed to be made public yet. So anyway, I'm not gonna put any of those pictures up, but I am interested in anything by Natasha Denona, especially her eyeshadows. So I will probably be picking them up as soon as they are made available and released. So that is it for this Will I Buy It video. As always, let me know if any of the things that I mentioned really strike your fancy. If enough people, you know, if I see a lot of comments about the same product, I will be sure to get it. And of course, always let me know if there's anything I missed. And please follow me on Instagram if you are interested in new releases. I do like to post things onto my feed and onto my stories there so that you guys get first dibs at these new releases that sell out so quickly. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next